Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to learn a really simple but super powerful skill to help your brain work better for you. It's all about changing the words you say to yourself, inside your own head. So let's get right into it. So, does your brain ever do this? You're trying something new. Maybe it's a little hard, and this little voice inside your head just goes, I can't do this, or maybe it says something like, I'm not smart enough. We all have that voice sometimes. And when our brain thinks like that, it's called having a fixed mindset. It can make you feel kind of stuck, but here's the really good news. We can actually learn how to change that.
Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll do a quick review of what fixed and growth thinking are. Then, we'll learn 3 really important steps: notice, challenge, and replace. And at the end, we'll put all the steps together and practice a little bit.
Okay, so first things first. Before we learn how to change our thinking, we need to understand the 2 main ways our brain can look at a challenge. We call these a fixed mindset and a growth mindset.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, with the fixed mindset, the thoughts sound like a door slamming shut. I'm just not good at math. That's it. End of story. But on the right, the growth mindset thoughts, well, they sound like a door opening up. Mistakes help me learn. And check out that tiny little word, yet. I can't do this yet. Wow, that one word changes everything, doesn't it?
So let's be super clear. What is a fixed mindset? The word fixed means it's stuck in one place, like it's glued down. So a fixed mindset is the belief that you're either good at something or you're not, and that's never, ever going to change. But here's the most important part. This is just a belief. It's a thought. It's not a fact.
And the other way to think is with a growth mindset. Growth, means getting bigger or better, kind of like a plant growing. This is the belief that your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more you practice, the stronger it gets. The really important words here are practice, effort, and learning from mistakes. All right, here we go. This is our first big step. Step 1 is to just notice your thoughts. That's it. It's kind of like being a detective for your own mind. You just have to listen for the words you're saying to yourself. Because think about it. You can't change something if you don't even know it's there, right? So, what kind of thoughts are we listening for? Well, here are some really common ones. Stuff like, I can't do this, or I always mess up. These thoughts love to pop up when we try something new, or when we make a mistake. For now, just practice listening for these kinds of phrases in your head. Let's use an example. Say you get a quiz back and the grade isn't what you wanted. Your brain might automatically go, I'm just bad at this. A big clue that this is a fixed thought is the word am. It feels like you're putting a label on yourself. Just noticing that thought, that's the whole goal of step 1.
Okay, you noticed the thought. Great, now what? Well, that brings us to step 2, challenge the thought. Once you hear that fixed mindset voice, you don't have to just believe it. You can actually talk back to it. You can ask it some questions. You're the boss of your brain, not the other way around.
Here's a great first question to ask that thought, is this 100% true all of the time? So if your brain says, I always mess up, you can challenge that. Just think back, have you really, truly messed up every single thing you've ever done in your whole life? Of course not. So that thought isn't a fact, is it? It's just an exaggeration. Now this one is my favorite. Ask yourself, would I say this to my best friend? Seriously, if your friend was having a hard time, would you go up to them and say, you're just bad at this? No way. You'd probably say something like, hey, it's okay, you can try again. So if it isn't a fair or kind thing to say to someone you care about, it's definitely not fair or kind to say to yourself.
And that brings us to the final action step. Step 3 is to replace the thought. So after you notice it and after you challenge it, you get to choose a new, better, more helpful thought to take its place. I like to think of it like changing the channel on the TV. If you don't like the show, you just pick up the remote and find a better one. We can do that in our heads too.
And here's a secret to help you. You can use what I call growth words. These are words like yet, learning, practicing, and improving. These are like little power-ups for your brain. Just adding one of these words can flip a whole thought around from fixed to growth. Let's see how this works. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, you just add that magic word and say, I can't do this yet. Instead of, I'm terrible at this, you could try, I'm still learning how to do this. And instead of the thought, I failed, which feels so final, you can replace it with, I learned what to fix for next time. See how those new thoughts give you a way to move forward?
Okay, let's hit pause and do a quick review. What were our 3 simple steps? Step 1 is, notice the thought.
Step 2 is challenge the thought, and step 3 is replace the thought. Notice, challenge, replace. It's that simple. We got this.
All right, it's time to put it all together. You know, changing your self-talk is a lot like exercising a muscle. At first, it might feel a little weird or difficult, but the more you practice, the stronger you get and the easier it becomes.
So let's practice with a situation I think we've all been in before. You get a quiz back from your teacher, and the grade just isn't what you were hoping for. It happens, right?
And what happens? Almost immediately, that old fixed mindset thought can pop right into your head. I'm just bad at this. It feels automatic. But now we have a plan.
So what do? We use our 3 steps. Step 1, we notice it. We say, hey, wait a minute, that's one of those fixed mindset thoughts. Step 2, we challenge it. Is it really true that I'm just bad at this whole subject, or did I just have a tough time with this one quiz? And then, step 3, we replace it.
And here's what a great replacement could sound like. Instead of calling yourself bad, you can think, okay, this shows me what I need to work on for the next one. That's so much more powerful because it doesn't make you feel stuck. It actually helps you make a plan. It turns that bad grade into a lesson.
Okay, let's try one more. Imagine you're given a brand new project, something you've never done before. You look at the instructions and it just feels huge, too hard. And your brain's first thought might be, this is impossible.
Now that fixed thought, this is too hard, just makes you want to give up before you even start. But we can catch it, challenge it, and replace it with this thought right here. This is a challenge, but I can take it one step at a time. This new thought is awesome because it takes a big, scary problem and breaks it down into small, easy pieces. It helps you get started.
So I want to leave you with this idea. Those negative fixed thoughts, they might still pop into your head from time to time. We can't always control that part. But what you can control is what you do next. You have the power to notice them, to challenge them, and to replace them. You get to decide which thoughts you're going to listen to. And choosing those growth thoughts, well, that's really just choosing to believe in yourself.